Cinnamon. Almost everybody loves the taste and the smell. And many people are also looking to get some of the many health benefits that have been shown in research to come from cinnamon. If you're looking for health benefits, should you choose cinnamon oil, cinnamon extract, cinnamon powder? Are these all the same thing? What are the differences? Hi, I'm Dr. Patricia Shelton, lead medical communicator for Tahiro. And let's take a look at this article here on Tahiro's website about different forms of cinnamon, including cinnamon oil and cinnamon extract. So the first question is, what are those health benefits that a lot of people are looking for from cinnamon? There are quite a few of them that we've seen. It appears to act as an antioxidant and decrease inflammation, perhaps might help your body to defend against bacteria and viruses. Better insulin sensitivity is a big one in the research. So this means it helps your body to respond to the hormone that keeps blood sugar from rising too high. And so that's what happens in things like type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes. The body's not able to respond to insulin. So cinnamon seems to help your body stay sensitive to insulin, seems to also help improve the blood fat levels, right? So triglycerides and cholesterol, keep those at healthier levels inside of your body. And the really big one a lot of people are looking for is that cinnamon has shown some brain health benefits, right? An ability to improve cognitive function kind of over the short term and potentially to reduce the risk of dementia over the longer term. So these are all reasons that people might want to consume cinnamon, besides just that it tastes and smells really good, which is plenty of reason, but there are also these health benefits. Now, different forms of cinnamon. All cinnamon comes from the bark of the cinnamon tree, and it's the inner layer of that bark. But then what we do with that layer, determines the type of cinnamon that we're looking at. So cinnamon oil is kind of the most concentrated version of cinnamon. They either take that bark and press it, so just squeeze it really hard, that's cold pressed cinnamon oil, or they sometimes steam it and the heat kind of causes the oil to separate out from the bark and then they just collect that off. So these are really, really concentrated forms of cinnamon. Whereas cinnamon extract, they'll take those barks, roll them up, so that's a cinnamon stick, right? It's dried, rolled up bark, and then put those in, usually it's alcohol, and it's left for a long period of time so that the alcohol kind of extracts the chemicals out of the cinnamon. And it also acts as a preservative, which is a helpful thing about cinnamon extract. It can last for a very long time. For cinnamon powder or ground cinnamon, they just take those dried cinnamon sticks, grind them up into really little tiny pieces, and give you that, right? So that's kind of the least concentrated form of cinnamon, the cinnamon powder. Now, all of them are going to have health benefits, basically the same health benefits. Now, there aren't necessarily studies comparing the different forms of cinnamon to each other, but at the same time, since all of these different ways of preparing cinnamon have those same kind of active chemicals from the cinnamon, they should all have the same health benefits. They should all taste and smell like cinnamon, so they can work really well in cooking if what you're looking for is that flavor or that odor. Now, cinnamon oil is, of course, the strongest form. So when you're using it in cooking, you need to use the least of it. Whereas with cinnamon extract, you need to use a little more. Kind of the rule of thumb cooks use is cinnamon oil is 4 times stronger. So you need to use 4 times less of it, right? You'd use a quarter of what, if a recipe calls for cinnamon extract and you're using oil, you'd use a quarter of the amount. And cinnamon oil also good for aromatherapy if you're looking for smelling the cinnamon. Oil will be the best option for that. You can put it in the oil diffuser and all of this. For cooking, people usually tend to use extract or powder in things like cakes and cookies and pies, whereas cinnamon oil for candy. Now, the thing is, if you're looking to get health benefits from cinnamon, eating a bunch of cake or cookies or candy, probably not the very best way to do that. These things contain high levels of sugar, which are shown to damage health, including brain health, in a lot of studies, right? So it's okay to eat sugar sometimes, but it wouldn't be something we'd want to do on a daily basis to get our cinnamon in. Instead, healthier ways to get your cinnamon, you can make tea out of it. Those healthy chemicals do survive heat, so anything hot, it will still give you what you're looking for. So you can make tea with your cinnamon just by boiling cinnamon sticks. You can add a little bit of ground cinnamon to your coffee grounds, or else you can just kind of add some oil or extract after. You can add any form of cinnamon to your breakfast, like yogurt or oatmeal, whatever you're eating in the morning, or you can add it to smoothies. And another thing people sometimes choose to do is to take supplements. And generally, a supplement will have cinnamon oil, that most concentrated form of cinnamon. And by taking a supplement, it helps to ensure that you're getting consistently a dose of cinnamon on a daily basis. Like many supplements, it's important to have that consistency, that daily use in order to really see the benefits. And so by taking a supplement, you don't have to worry about how can I make sure I eat this every single day. Instead, you just take your supplements, add it to kind of your supplement routine, whatever you might already be doing, and you make sure you get that dose. And then, of course, you can still choose to add it to other things because it tastes and smells really good, and a little bit extra is fine. Never hurt anybody. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email us. It's knowledge@tahiro.com. And as always, we're wishing you great brain health.